So welcome. This is a live online group Reiki session for the Festival of Imbolc, and today is the 2nd of February 2024. So we are going to have a holy fire or world peace because there was an update to the energy when unfortunately around the time when the Ukraine war kicked off, and the person who channeled this system, the holy fire system, it's like 1, 2, 3, and now it's world peace. He asked Spirit, what can I do to help? You know, it's really frightening with what's going on with the war and between Russia and Ukraine, and that world peace, that energy came through. So when I talk about Holy Fire 3, it's actually world peace because we were invited to buy the recording, which would help to upgrade our energy for that, as well as practitioners and teachers. Okay, so today Imbolc is a festival which tends to use fire. I think there's a lot of fire in it as well, but it celebrates fertility because the sheep, the ewes, are starting to give birth. We've had lots of foxes making lots of noise around, so perhaps they feel that it's time for mating and preparing for spring. So fertility, but also rebirth. And like I was saying to Susan just now, you know, there have been some little flowers coming up, some snowdrops and some crocuses. So there is a change in the energy. You can feel with the increase in light from the Winter Solstice that the energy is starting to move in the earth as well, and things are starting to peep, and things are starting to, you know, the first sort of plants with the bulbs and stuff, the snowdrops, and all my bluebell shoots are coming up, but they'll be later in the spring. But things like crocuses and snowdrops in the northern hemisphere, they're all starting to rise, and it's really pretty, really lovely just to see them coming up. So this session is to help us to also enter into this energy, to feel that we're having a new start. I've started cleaning the house quite a bit, and my daughter's gone through a lot of her clothes, and we've given them to a lovely lady who actually organizes shipping all of these things to Sri Lanka, to a particular series of villages, and she makes sure that they all get these items. So it's a really good place and a good person to give donations to, basically, because there's no middleman at all. She organizes everything and does a lot of fundraising. So we've started doing that, and I've started doing bits of cleaning and throwing things out. So, and I'm usually really lazy with things like that, but this year it just felt got to do it, got to have some change. So this session is really to help us to feel this newness. I mean, each day you can embrace it for yourself, because we have a sunrise, and at the end of the day we have a sunset. So it's like a birth and then ending, and then the next day it starts again, and then we have that in the lunar cycle as well. And next week there will be a full moon. Last week we had our new moon session, and it was just the dark moon for 3 days, and then it starts to get a little crescent of light. So we have this reminder all the time that we can always be new. We can always be new. We can always start afresh. We can always be reborn. We can always engage and embrace this energy, and be this energy for ourselves, and be this energy for others as well, if we feel that we need to hold space for them. Was it full moon last week? Is it new moon next week? Oh my God. I'm so sorry. There was a moon cycle last week. It's either full or new. Where's my calendar? Yes. There what is it going to be next week? Okay, let me have a quick look. Oh, it's going to be new on the 9th of February. Yeah, because it's Chinese New Year, so it would be new. So the 25th of January was full. Thank you very much. Thanks for the correction. So it's going to be new moon next week. Okay, so it's going to go from a bright full disc to nothing, to a completely dark moon next week. Right, so this is the ocean of holy love, and it's not an ordinary ocean. It's one which you can breathe in. You're welcome to dive into it, to float on it, to sit in it, to go deep into it. You're welcome, and you find you're able to breathe the water, and you may find that the waters are incredibly colorful, and if you had a look at the newsletter, I asked you to think about and go into a short sort of meditation to think about or to connect with your body to see which part holds something which is ready for release, or if you're not well, or you find that there's some thoughts or some feelings which you would like to shift. You don't want to be thinking that or feeling that anymore. To then also ask your body, now where is this in my body? Where does this thought or this feeling reside in my body? And by doing that, you kind of set the motion going. When you enter the energy afterwards, it would start actually going to that area, because your consciousness has been actively involved in that search for it. And you may find that it would be even more helpful to release, and it might help you to go through it and to emerge in a completely clean and a new state. Yeah, I find that if you go for any retreats or any ceremonies with an intention that you've thought of, or even if it's just I just want to open my heart more, or I want to receive love more, even that sort of intention, it's incredibly powerful. As opposed to, you could just turn up and see what happens, and it's kind of different for each person. It's just that I noticed with the ceremony which I ran last year, and I knew that certain people had set the intentions, and they were quite serious, as opposed to perhaps some other people who were just going to check it out, which is absolutely fine. There's no judgment. But when I was running it and holding space, I could really sense with the people who came with the intentions, and they were really serious about receiving and being more open to love, or whatever it was. I could really feel the shifts happening for them, and it was really, really amazing. And this kind of this sort of the importance of intention became very, very clear to me. So we prepare for something, like if we prepare before we have a session with any therapist or healer, it's generally you make a heck of a lot more progress, I think. Yeah. Okay. So sorry, I'm just checking the chats. Yeah. Okay, so like with all our sessions, we'll start with a cleanse and dedication, which is said on behalf of everyone here, and it applies to all your space. And you don't have to agree with anything which I said just now, because to be frank, I've also been for retreats or for workshops where I haven't gone with a specific intention. I just thought, okay, I'll be open. Let's see what happens, and let's go with an open mind and an open heart, and I'll see what transpires for me. So coming in with a very childlike sense of wonder, and allowing yourself to be amazed, or just to see, what happens, is also just as valid as being incredibly serious and very, very prepared for it. Okay? So you don't have to agree with anything that I say. This was just an observation which I had for that particular ceremony which I ran. Okay? So if you'd like to close your eyes, when we go into the energy bit, it's going to be a very short guided meditation where I take you through the woods, and then we come to the ocean, and you're invited to do whatever you like, and the journey is your own. Okay, it's completely your own, and you're invited, like I said, to dive into it if you feel like it, to just sit in it, to float in it, to splash around, to play. It's really up to you. And I'll just be channeling the world holy fire and world peace energy, and whatever other angelic Reiki energy which needs to come through. Okay, so you can set your intention, or you can just be open to receive. It's absolutely fine. Everyone is, the fact that you've turned up already says a lot, and already signals that you're ready to do whatever you need to do. Okay, I'm going to put the music on for the cleanse and dedication. Here we are. So take a few deep breaths. Take a few deep breaths. And sink your consciousness into your chest. Breathe into it. Imagine breathing into the center of your chest. And as you do so, just let all your muscles soften, especially the back and the shoulders and the forehead, the cheeks, the jaw, the neck. And let your butt muscles relax, your hips. And you're welcome to sit or to lie down. If you are going to be seated, make sure your back is completely supported so that it's nice and straight. Helps energy to move more freely along your spine. Breathe according to your own rhythm. Try and slow it down. This is your time, and there's no need for you to do anything at all besides breathe and just be aware of your body. I call the planetary and cosmic spiritual light beings to establish and activate a gigantic ascension column in each of our rooms, and for anyone who's listening as well later on. I ask that it be connected to a gigantic pillar of light and to this group's planetary and cosmic Antakarana, the tube of light that connects us with our monad and high self. I ask that the pillar of light contain the golden white flame of ascension, that it be connected to the ascension flame in the temple of Luxor. I call forth and invoke Lord Melchizedek, the Mahatma and Metatron, to bring down the platinum and diamond nets through all of us, all our high selves and committees, all the way back to source, through all our rooms, our buildings, our gardens, our land, down to the core, and all the way up into air, sky, and space. The nets will clear and transmute all of us of all negative, imbalanced, discordant energies, all master programs, all codes and programs which keep us in duality and illusion consciousness. And they'll clear and transmute all of these through all our minds, bodies, emotions, expressions, through all space-time dimensions, universes, through all charts, through all levels and layers. I call the planetary and cosmic spiritual light beings again for a planetary and cosmic exotonal alignment now. This will balance all meridians of each individual and instantly align all of us with Source. I call the inner plane ascended ones and all the spiritual light beings to anchor and activate the golden white ascension flame for each of our rooms. We'll feel and even see this energy coming in now. I call all the spiritual light beings, the angels, the ascended ones, the star beings, the energy of this planet, the consciousness, the high self of this planet, all the flowers and the trees and the plants, the spirit animals, to join the session now. And you may feel them creating circle upon circle, sphere upon sphere around each of us and around our spaces, holding space for us, that we receive whatever we need. We receive the most perfect healing according to the highest divine love. We call Raphael to anchor in the east. We call Michael to anchor in the south. We call Gabriel to anchor in the west. We call for Uriel to anchor in the north, honoring the connection to air, fire, water, earth. We call for Metatron to be anchored above, where our connection to the cosmos, to all the galaxies, to the heart and mind of the universe, to all the constellations. And we call for Sandalphon to be anchored below, where our connection with Earth is. And we honor Mother Earth. And we honor Spirit within, for I am the soul, I am the light divine, I am love, I am will, I am fixed design, I am the monad, I am the light divine, I am love, I am will, I am fixed design. I call for Archangel Michael and all its angels to create golden, violet and diamond domes of transmutation around all of us, all our high selves and committees, all our rooms, our buildings, our gardens, going down to the core of the planet and going up into air, sky and space. From the point of light that I am, I let light stream forth from the mind of God. Earth radiates with light. From the point of love within the heart of God, I let love stream forth from my heart. I am the Christed soul on earth. From my center, where the will of Source is known, I let divine purpose guide me, the purpose which the ascended ones know and serve. From the center of the divine human race, let the plan of love and light work out. My love seals the door where evil dwells. I am the light the love and the power, living God's plan on earth. Just for today, I will not be anxious. I will not come to anger. I'll be grateful for all my many blessings. I'll be devoted to myself and my work. I'll be kind to every living being. So be it. So mote it be. Amen. And it is so. So I'm now going to change the music for our energy session. So this is the ocean of holy love experience. Close your eyes and take a couple of deep breaths. It's a beautiful day, warm and sunny. You're walking down a path in a beautiful forest. As you breathe into yourself, you breathe in the life energy of the forest, and with each step that you take, you can feel the energy of the earth flowing up through the bottoms of your feet. You feel that strong connection with earth, and you feel all the life around you. As you walk along, you notice up ahead it is getting lighter, and that you are coming to the edge of the forest. As you walk out of the forest, you notice the path is getting sandy, and you hear the sound of the ocean. Walking out onto the beach, the ocean is before you. It's a wonderful day, and slowly you begin to walk along the beach. And as you walk along, you notice a log has been washed up on the beach, creating a nice place to sit and lean up against. Go ahead and sit and relax against the log. And this is no ordinary ocean. It is the ocean of holy love. Listen to the sound of your breathing and imagine it is the sound of the waves washing up onto the beach and then flowing back in the ocean. The ocean of holy love is guiding you. Follow the guidance. You can continue with your experience as long as you feel guided to do so. And when you are ready, take a couple of deep breaths. Bring your awareness to your eyes. Slowly open them and come back. So make sure you breathe. Really connect with the rhythm of your breath. Breathing in deeply. Breathing out deeply. And really connecting with all the senses. So what can you see? Are you getting any visuals? What else can you hear besides my voice? What can you smell? What can you taste? Are you warm or cool or all tingly? So use your senses to draw you back into your space, draw you back into the present, and help to anchor you in this space and time. So, how is everyone? Are you okay? Yeah, good. Thank you, Susan. Oof. And also, just to inform you, I'm also just going to stop the recording. So thank you as well for anyone who's watching this remotely. Take care.